Hello and welcome to my digital classroom for class 8. Today I am going to teach you for the chapter 1 history. India in the 18th century. In this chapter we will study about the later Mughals, causes of the decline of the Mughal Empire, and the number 3 is the rise of the independent or regional kingdom. So let's start with the first point, the later Mughals. So who were later Mughals? The 14th successor of Aurangzeb, who came for a short period of time in the Mughal Empire to rule the Mughal Empire, were known as the later Mughals. So these rulers were very incapable, inefficient rulers. They are incapable, responsible for the decline of the mighty Mughal Empire. So the last later Mughal was the Bahadur Shah Zafar. These later Mughals ruled for the 150 years. So during their period, the extension of the Mughal Empire reduced in area and it became just around Delhi. So what are the causes for the decline of the Mughal Empire? Just see. So number one, that reason was the wrong policies of the Aurangzeb. Unlike his predecessor, Aurangzeb did not follow the policy of religious tolerance. He imposed the pilgrimage tax on the Hindus and the Deccan battles which drained the royal treasury. Failure of Mansabdari system. Mansabdari system, which was started by Akbar, had failed during the time of Aurangzeb. Many Mansabdars did not maintain the number of troops required to them. Number third reason, wars of succession. There was not any law of succession after the death of emperor. There were wars among the various pretenders to the throne, and these wars gave its enemies. Now move to the fourth point, fourth reason, inefficient pleasure-seeking successors. The later Mughals were inefficient and pleasure-loving rulers. They lacked administrative and the military skills, which gave chance to the provincial governors who asserted their independence. Now move to the fifth point, the foreign invasion by Nadir Shah and Ahmad Shah Abdali. Who was Nadir Shah? Nadir Shah was the ruler of Iran, invaded India in 1739 during the reign of Muhammad Shah. He looted and plundered India. He took Peacock Throne and Kohinoor Diamond. And Ahmad Shah Abdali, he was the ruler of Afghanistan who raided India between 1757 and 1761. These foreign invasions gave a death blow to the Mughal Empire. After the death of Aurangzeb, the provincial governors became powerful and they broke away from the Mughal Empire. Number one was the Marathas. The Maratha kingdom was established by Shivaji, and after him, the Maratha kingdom was succeeded by his grandson Shahu, who appointed Balaji Vishwanath as his Peshwa or Prime Minister. Gradually, Peshwas became hereditary rulers, and under their leadership, Maratha kingdom was transformed into an empire. The first Peshwa was Balaji Vishwanath, who followed by Bajirao I and Bajirao I was succeeded by his son Balaji Baji Rao. He was very ambitious. He made significant gains but got a crushing defeat in the third battle of Panipat. This defeat gave a severe blow and halting the rise of the Maratha kingdom. Finally, in 1818, British occupied the most of the Maratha kingdoms. The Sikh, the 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, transformed the military order Khalsa. They organized into fighting groups called misls. At the end of the 18th century, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, the head of the Sukar Chakia misl, unified all the misls to form the first Sikh kingdom. He was a brilliant commander and statesman. After Ranjit Singh's death, his successors were defeated by the British, who annexed the Sikh kingdom. Now, the Awadh. Awadh became independent under Sadat Khan. It was a wealthy kingdom as it controlled the fertile Ganga-Yamuna Doab, but later on, due to the conspiracy, it passed into the hands of the British. Now, Bengal asserted its independence by Murshid Qali Khan. He provided efficient administration, but the later Nawabs of Bengal failed to check the growing power of British, and finally it ended with a defeat in the Battle of Plassey. Now move to the next. Hyderabad was independent by Kamaruddin Khan Asaf Jah I. He was the Mughal governor. He broke away from the Mughal Empire and founded this Asaf Jah dynasty. The Hyderabad rulers were called the Nizams. Initially, they supported either the British or the French forces in India. Later on, they accepted the British sovereignty. Now, the Mysore. In the mid-18th century, Mysore emerged as a powerful kingdom during the ruler of Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan. Hyder Ali was one of the ablest personalities in Indian history, and his son, the Tipu Sultan, who was known as the Tiger of Mysore, was a patriotic ruler who spent his life defending his kingdom against the English East India Company. This Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, they both fought the battles against the British, and these battles were known as the Anglo-Mysore Wars. Tipu Sultan was defeated by the British in 3rd and 4th Anglo-Mysore Wars, and finally Mysore was captured by the British. Now the Jats. The Jat kingdom of Bharatpur was founded by the Maharaja Surajmal, was the ablest this statesman, and his kingdom was also captured by the British. So students, in my next video you can see all the answers, the followings and the short answers. Please write all the answers in the history copy.